Hello and welcome to Wing Technology Center Room 15. The very first thing you're going to notice about Room 15 when you walk in here is the unique setup. For today's tutorial, we're going to refer to the front screen here as the front projection screen. The television up here, that's also in the front of the class, but on the side, we'll call the TV, and then that we'll call the rear projection screen. So as in most of the other classrooms, we do have a controller right at the front of the classroom. In Wing 15, we happen to use one of our touch panels. And this touch panel might be in its screensaver mode when you first come on, and you might see a black screen. The touch panel is always powered on, so you won't have to hit a power switch, but you may have to just touch somewhere on the screen to bring it out of its screensaver mode. Then there are two very distinct ways to power up the room. One would be to power on all the displays, which we just kind of showed you, and the other one would be to power up the front display only. I'm going to go ahead and power up all the displays, just for the purposes of this rundown. And that's going to give us a little screen on our touch panel that says, please wait while the system starts up. That takes about a minute, and we do that so that nothing is happening while our projectors are warming up and we're not getting things confused here. While we're doing that, I'll log on to the computer, and I'm just going to follow the directions on the screen here. I'm going to press Control-Alt-Delete, and that's going to get me to my responsible use page. I'll click OK on that, and then I'll log in using my 8.4 and my password. And then I'm also going to make sure that this third line that says Log On is selected as Eagle, so that we're logging on to our Eagle domain rather than the local computer, which will get us onto the network. So I'll click OK on that. And on the touch panel here, there's a source select on the top that's going to allow you to choose what you would like to show on each of the projectors. In this room, whichever source you select will be shown on each of the three displays that are in the room. Right now we have PC selected, as you can tell by the lighter blue indicator light there. And our other sources are all aligned on the top. We have individual controls for each and every one of the projectors that we have here, each of the displays. If you wanted to power those on or off manually based on students coming in and out of the classroom here, you could do that using the hard-coded buttons on the left or the right-hand side. On the top of the desk, hidden just a little bit behind the computer monitor here, is our little trap door that we use to connect our laptop computer. Inside there are two different laptop connections, a digital laptop connection and an analog laptop connection, so that any type of laptop that you bring in will be able to be connected. Inside the little trap door is also a power supply, so you can plug right in inside the trap door there rather than having to run your cord or to rely on battery. My laptop happens to use an analog signal, so I'm going to hook up the laptop 1 to it. And then I'm also going to hook up the white audio cord. And I'm going to plug that into my headphone jack. And this audio cable can plug into the headphone jack of any device that you might want to bring in, your iPod, your MP3 player, anything that you wanted your students to hear. You could plug this in, select laptop on the source, and then anything that you're playing will be heard over the system. So now that my laptop is all plugged in, I'm going to press the laptop button, and that's going to switch my source from the PC on the desk to the laptop. And right now I'm not seeing anything on the screen because I have not selected the laptop to send a signal to an external monitor. So in order to do that, I'm going to press the function button, which is on the bottom row of keys, and then I'm going to hit F8. And that's going to give me an option. Right now I'm on computer only, and I'm going to put it to duplicate so that the signal is going to be sent not only to my laptop, but also to the system here in the room. And that's going to send your laptop signal over. The next thing we can select would be the document camera. When I select the document camera, it takes just a couple of seconds, and then it shows up, and right now, as you can see, it's just kind of a video camera that will show anything that you put underneath it. Right now I have the remote control there. And you can zoom in, zoom out, and all those controls are right on the front of the document camera there. When we're all done, there's a button on the bottom right-hand side of our touch panel that says System Off. We're going to press that System Off, and that'll give us a choice of whether we really want to power the system down. If I click Yes on that, it's going to power off all the projectors. And if I click No, it's going to take us right back to the original screen. One of the other things we can do is we can play a DVD. The DVD is hidden kind of right below the computer keyboard here. And you put your DVD in there, and then you can use either the front panel controls or the remote control, which is located right here on the desktop. And then to control the volume for your DVD or any other device that you might use, there's a knob right on the front of the touch panel controller here that's going to turn the volume up and down for you. If I turn it to the right, you'll see the indicator light fill up, and if I turn it to the left, it's going to turn it down. And that's how we're going to control the volume. The last thing to note is that on the touch panel there's a little button here that just says Help. And if I press the Help button, it's going to bring up the phone numbers of the people you can contact if you have any questions. And that's going to send you to our Academic Technology Services staff, who are more than happy to assist you with anything you might need. And that's the quick rundown on how Wing Technology Center Room 15 works.